So at 80, she's about, wow. At 80, she was 5,000 RPM. Holy cripe. That's amazing. I fell in love with motorcycles, get this guys, on the back of a 1966 CB160. She's beautiful.
Last week, the most anticipated adventure motorcycle to become available for sale in the United States, the 2024 Honda Transalp 750 adventure bike, was finally made available for sale in the United States. Big deal. YouTube creators are gobbling up this motorcycle and purchasing to make content for all of you. I am very privileged to be asked by Hamburg Honda. This is their one and only Transalp they have in inventory. They unboxed this bike for me and prepped it so I could ride it. They invited me down to ride it and make a video, and I'm honored. They greeted me with open arms, and the bike is amazing. It's Honda perfection. Honda perfection. I hope you enjoy watching this video. I certainly loved riding this motorcycle. It is great engineering, Honda quality, and as you know, Hondas depreciate very slowly. Please, in the video, I'll be posting contact information for Hamburg Honda, and also I'll be putting it in the description below. Big thank you to the owners, Dan and Ashley, for letting me ride this motorcycle, and Cameron for reaching out to me and setting up this ride. Hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.
Well, Marauders, this is because of you. I'm on this 2024 Honda Transalp because so many of you watch my video on the Honda Goldwing. Oh my God. Is that quick shifter smooth? Very nice. So I'm on this Transalp because of you, the viewers. The Honda Goldwing video that I did during the summer was so popular that someone reached out to Hamburg Honda in Hamburg, New York, and saw the video. They called the dealership about the motorcycle, and the dealer asked her, how did you know we had one? And they referenced my video, and the Cameron and the owner Dan sought out my video, watched it. They liked it, were probably also impressed with the viewership on it, and they said contact Peter. Basically they told me, tell Peter he can drive any motorcycle he wants. And they reached out to me and they said, we're getting a Transalp in and we'd like to know if you'd like to drive it. Now, how blessed is that, right? The Transalp has been in Europe maybe for a year, I'm not sure. Man, am I blessed, and I have all of you to thank for that. Enough being said, this motorcycle ride is for all of you who watch my channel. And trying to find my way to the water. Don't know how successful I'll be. It's for all of you that watch the channel. It's for the viewers. First impressions on this bike is it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to try to get to the water. And man, and by the way, this is about, in Europe, I believe this engine is about 90 horsepower. It has a ton of low-end torque. A ton of low-end torque, which is surprising me. Now remember, I'm coming off a Ducati Multistrada V4 with 170 horsepower. This has 90, and just starting off on this for 5 minutes, I'm totally impressed with how sensitive the throttle is. And you know what? Let's change the mode. Let's put it in standard mode. I'm very impressed with it. The fit and finish, you know, I like when they finish around the engine tunnel, and Honda did that, and it looks beautiful. Seat height is low. Seat height is low, at least a couple inches lower than my Multistrada V4. I might sneak up and go right on red here. In fact, I am. Does have self-canceling turn signals, which I love. There's Lake Erie, guys. Beautiful shot. This is not going to be such an easy left-hand turn, but we'll give it a shot. The engine is very torquey and more, well, before I say it has more than enough power, let's get it on the road and see. Little stiff going between second and third. It could be me and not the bike. Fourth is not a problem. There's a lake right up front. I'm not hooked to any specific motorcycle. I like them all. I like them all. I wonder if this was a park I was supposed to hit. Is there an entrance down here we can pull in? Pull in this park and do a walk around. Wow, it doesn't get better than this, huh? Let's just do some quick specs on this beautiful machine. This is the matte black. From what I know, this is the only color that's available in the United States, and essentially it's beautiful, beautiful. Hopefully Honda will release other colors. Boy, that front fender is cool, isn't it? Is that sculpting neat on that front fender? It has 5 ride modes: standard, sport, rain, gravel, and user. User, I believe, is the only one that you can modify, although I could stand corrected. The dealer believes you might be, this bike is brand new to them. I'm the first one to be on it. Dealer thinks that you might be able to alter the other ride modes. And it's a very reliable engine. Of course, it's a Honda. This, I think the biggest competitor to this might be the Yamaha Tenere, which the Yamaha Tenere has traction, does not have traction control. This bike has traction control. Believe both bikes, the Yamaha does have ABS, this has ABS. The bike, this motorcycle has the 5 rider modes, and I don't believe the Yamaha Tenere 700 has any riding modes. Boy, this bike is just beautiful. And from little I rode it, it is very light, very light. And I don't believe the Yamaha Tenere has a quick shifter, but please comment if right. This bike does come with a quick shifter. One of the big comments on YouTube is it doesn't have a cruise control on it. Does not. Look at the risers on this thing. No wonder I'm so comfortable. Look at the risers. Beautiful bike. The touch screen, the TFT screen is 5 inches, 4.5 gallon tank, 8.3 inches of ground clearance. The front tire on, I love 21-inch tires. Love the way they look on bikes. The rear tire is 18 inches. It's 459 pounds wet, full of fuel and oil. That is over 120 pounds lighter than my Ducati Multistrada motorcycle. I feel it, it's very light. And that's a rough scope. I'm not going to get in the details. Maybe I'll show you some ride modes. Just wanted to pull over and give you a shot of the bike and take some pictures of it by the water. Okay, let's get back on her. There's Buffalo. You know, there's been comments. Someone bought one of these on I think it was Adventure Undone. He's got a YouTube channel. He bought one. Interesting guy. He cuts a nice video, and he was talking about the clutch lets out really far before it grabs. This one is not like that. Maybe he'll watch this video, or maybe I'll comment on his channel, and I'm gonna creep up and make a right on red. Going too fast. Slow her down. Just a beautiful bike. Just a beautiful bike. Very. Now you do feel the 21-inch front on it, but I think what counteracts that 21-inch front tire is the lightness of the bike. She is just so light. She's beautiful, and the engine is more than enough power. More than enough power. I'm gonna kick it up to 6. $30 an hour. Let's see if she'll chug out. She'll pull herself out. She'll pull herself out. She's got low end torque, ton of low end torque. Honda people, you know who you are. Actually, I currently own a Honda Talon. Side by side, my first ATV was a Honda. I fell in love with motorcycles. Get this, guys, on the back of a 1966 CB160 was my brother's motorcycle. My father bought twin motorcycles. One was white, one was red. My brother took the red one. He must have been 12 years old, 13 years old, converted it to a dirt bike, and he used to take me riding on the back of that motorcycle through the woods. And ever since then, I was 6 years old, I wanted a motorcycle. It never left me. So I have some history with Hondas. It's just you Honda owners or past Honda owners know reliability, great engineering, and then Honda quality. And what do you know about Honda compared to other brands? They depreciate very, very slowly. Very slowly. You know, that's what you get when you buy a Honda. I will ask what they're selling this bike for, which will be then plus taxes. I'll ask them what they're selling this bike for. This and the Yamaha Tenere are about $10,000 motorcycles, but then there's fees to be added in. I think Honda's website might show this as $9,999. So it's trying to be competitive as an entry-level adventure bike. And there is a lot of motorcycle here. Gonna get up to 55. There is a lot of motorcycle here for $10,000. It's only several thousand dollars above an entry level, let's say a Polaris 450 or Can-Am 500. It's only several $1,000s above that, and you're getting a bike that you can ride on the street and adventure bike to ride off the road. So you're getting a great motorcycle. Click it up on the 6th. Wind noise isn't bad. Actually, the wind is probably hitting me just in my upper chest and definitely my shoulders, but it hits me there a little higher on the Ducati, which has a bigger windscreen. So the wind isn't bad on this. Actually, it's pretty good. But what I can tell right away is the weight. The weight. And I think this category, my guess is, this category in adventure bikes is growing. In this 750, 700 to 900 size bike. It's growing. He's running the road. Not a lot of traffic, which I like. It is windy, and she's handling the wind pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to take it on the thruway or not. The seating position is, I have a tripod on my back. I should do the seating position. Just smooth power. Smooth power. I like the turn signals are self-canceling. I love the display. The engine is phenomenal. There we go. Got my foot in a little better position on it. Oh my God. This bike is beautiful. She is beautiful. Wow. I'll slow down a little bit. The engine is, if this engine is around 90 horsepower, I heard that it has 7 horsepower less, probably due to emissions, than European engines. You don't miss that at all. You don't miss that at all. I put this up, the KTM 890 has 105 horsepower, and the Husqvarna Norden 901 has 105 horsepower. This actually feels like it's a little bit quicker, and I'm a fan of KTM and Husqvarna. This engine, whatever horsepower it is, actually feels like it's a little quicker. They might do that through gearing or throttle mapping. I don't know how they do it, but you're not going to miss the power on this bike. She is just awesome. Just awesome. Beautiful bike. Beautiful motorcycle. This is the route I took with a Honda Goldwing. Awesome. I am wearing my adventure boots, my Forma adventure boots. I thought it was appropriate for an adventure bike. Oh my gosh. This does not have an electronic suspension. It has about 7, actually almost 8 inches of travel front and back on the bike. And this is Southwestern. The rear brake is good. I think all rear brakes feel like they're softer on these newer motorcycles than the front brake, just because the front brakes grab so well. They have a winner here. They have an absolute winner. Look at the reflection of the light in the back of this truck. I got my high beams on. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful motorcycle.
Marauders, my microphone for this video is in my helmet and it muffles the exhaust note on the motorcycle, yet you can still hear it. This bike has a great exhaust sound. I don't know who would change this muffler out. I just thought it was great. Love the low end rumble of this engine. Just outstanding.
Run silent, run deep. I'm lugging it. Downshifting with a quick shifter is excellent. I never speed through work zones. There's some shifts. I think the shifter is Peter's problem. Thank you. I never speed through work zones except for one that comes up on me that fast. There we go. If you're looking for a mid-size adventure bike, if you don't test drive and look at this bike closely, you're making a mistake. This engine is phenomenal. It has just enough grunt in it. Let's wind it up a little bit. She's beautiful. She is beautiful. This engine is phenomenal. The ride, the comfort on the seat is excellent. No discomfort at all on the seat. Very comfortable. My riding positions, look at my forearms. My forearms are level. So comfort on the bike, I give it a 10. Styling, I have a rule. If you don't like the way a car, a truck, an ATV, a side-by-side, a motorcycle looks, don't buy it. Because most of the time you're going to be looking at it in your driveway or in your garage. And this motorcycle is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Honda knocked it out of the park. Almost looks like my Ducati. Engine, so as far as looks, it's got to be a 9 or 10 depending on your preference. Engine is a 10. A 10. Suspension, it does not have electronic suspension. I might take, I didn't go down this road on my Goldwing demo. I'm just going to take a quick ride down this road. I just wanted to see it. And I'm lugging it. There's some good shifts. Engine is phenomenal. You're not going to miss, if this is 90, 85 horsepower, you're not going to miss 105 horsepower. This engine is excellent. If you look at this bike closely and the other people review it, I have a feeling they're going to say the same thing. It's phenomenal. Suspension, it is not an electronic suspension. You're not going to find any motorcycle without an electronic suspension, I don't think, below $20,000, and this is around a $10,000 bike plus fees and other things, taxes. But the suspension for what it is on the road is outstanding. It is outstanding. As far as on the road, comfortable. Now, I am going to ride, they asked me if I would ride the Honda CB, I believe it's a CB500 Scrambler, and I'm going to do a U-turn here. And I am going to ride that bike. I am going to ride the bike. Even if you are not considering riding an adventure bike off-road, I recommend that you try one. Not off-road, but just look at them, compare the components, and even if you're looking at a bike like a 500 Scrambler or any other strictly, and the Scrambler is kind of not a good example because that's really that's kind of an off-road bike too. Look at an adventure bike. The seating position is you are up so much higher. That is a drawback to some people, especially people who don't have their legs aren't long. So that is a drawback to some people, but you can get lowering kits for the bike, and we're going to go back through this road. You can get lowering kits for the motorcycles. The seats, suspension lowering kits, which also include you're lowering the bike, a lower kickstand. think we got to do a throughway hop. You know what? I wanted to do... I don't know if I can do it. I shut my cameras down. I wanted to do one shot with a bike going around the curve, and I wonder... trying to find a good spot. I probably just passed them. I'm going to shut these cameras down. But the motorcycle is fantastic, just fantastic. The high points for me are the engine. Engine is phenomenal. The looks of it, the weight. I am not ready to take the Ducati off-road, even on stone roads yet. I'm just not ready with it. That 570 pounds, I have to change the tires on it. I use the quick shifter to downshift quickly with a little brake. Man, she downshifts beautifully, beautifully. Not ready to take that off-road. I'll be ready to take a bike like this off-road in the spring, especially this bike. If you're truly an adventure rider, you're getting into it, you have to look at this motorcycle. It's phenomenal. And they are getting guys on YouTube. Big Rock Moto, I am a huge fan of. Also, Dork in the Road's another guy I really like. Started to watch him lately. He's bought one, and then this Adventure Undone is someone who has purchased one. So, and another woman, Graceland, or Grace Adventures, she was in a video with Dork in the Road. They were picking their bikes up together. Man, people on YouTube are buying these up like crazy for content. They're not going to last long. They're not going to last long. So if you're interested in this bike, I suggest you grab it. And Hamburg Honda in Hamburg, New York has it. I'll put up the contact information in the description below the video. So Marauders, thank you. This was a great opportunity I've had to test ride this bike. I'm grateful to Hamburg Honda and also my viewers and God. I'm privileged to be able to do this. Of course, and my family, my wife. So I'm privileged. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a fantastic motorcycle. By the way, the suspension, it's of course it doesn't react as fast as a electronic suspension, but it is outstanding. It's an outstanding suspension. Very, very nice. You know, some people are going to be buying this motorcycle as a commuter bike, and I think let's take it for a quick jaunt up the thruway. I'm going to go up one exit and then back. We'll see how it does on the thruway. I do have my Easy Pass. Oh man, this engine growls. She's a growler, this engine. She is a growler.
I like to let my video run, and by that what I mean is I like you to experience the ride. Very early in my YouTube channel, some people who could not get out on ATV trails and motorcycle trails commented. One person was suffering from cancer, multiple types of cancer. The other one, their vision was lacking, and they enjoyed watching my videos because they could experience the pleasure, the joy of riding an ATV, and I've tried to carry that over into my motorcycle videos. So if you see where a video is just running, it's because I want you to experience the sights that I'm seeing the best I can in my video, the engine noise and nature. Hope you're enjoying the video.
Again, she does not have cruise control. There's no cruise control on the bike. So at 80, she's about, wow. At 80, she was 5,000 RPM. Holy cripe. That's amazing. At 75, she's 44. At 75, my Ducati's doing 5,000 RPM. She's chugging along at 4,300 RPM. 75, she's doing 4,300 RPM. She is amazing on the highway. Amazing. Holy cow, am I impressed. Am I impressed with this bike on the highway. Holy cow. So I really wanted to get it on the highway to see, you know, is it a commuter bike? Because some people are on the expressways, she is a dream on the highway. This bike, now it doesn't have cruise control. I'm a big fan of cruise control. Some people are saying there's rumors that Honda might add cruise control to this bike, like Husqvarna and KTM do with their tech packages. I don't know about that. This bike is phenomenal on the highway. It is just phenomenal. Wow, oh wow, little wind blast passing that. Totally impressed. Wow. I gotta get this bike back. For you, there's my exit. This bike is phenomenal on the thruway. Phenomenal. Even you would think from the little windscreen that the wind is bad, you know, you'd get hit with a lot of wind. It is not objectionable at all. I had the bike, well, you saw the speed I had it up to. This thing is outstanding. Just outstanding. All right, I got to get it back. I want to get it back to the dealership. No matter where you are in the country, if you're looking for this bike, and it is hard to find, they have one at Hamburg Honda that does not have a lot of miles on it. Man, if you're looking at this bike, grab it. It's not going to last long. She is not going to last long. Wow. I actually think I got off on the right exit. Yeah, this is going to spin me around back. Hope I didn't lose any of my cameras in my backpack. By the way, this Climb backpack, this Climb jacket is phenomenal. And I have no idea where I am. You know, I think I took that off on the wrong exit. This is what I didn't want, but I think I'm okay. I did get off on the wrong exit, but that's all right. I think I can turn around here. Go through, pay the toll. People, this engine is phenomenal. Wow. Double wow. No vibration in the mirrors whatsoever. Almost. You feel the bike on the front bars, not bad at all. And it's windy. I'm getting hit with some crosswinds on the bike. My legs, almost no wind. I can't feel any wind on my legs. Just on the front, my biceps, forearms. Wonder if the dealership closed. This is, she is awesome. She is just awesome. What a highway bike. Wow. You are going to see a lot of videos out on this motorcycle, a lot of videos, and get ready for it. Get ready for it. And if you're interested in this bike, grab it. Grab it. The strongest, in my opinion, not that this whole bike is good, the strongest thing is the engine. Don't get dismayed by the 90 horsepower if it's 85 in the US. Don't let that throw you. She's a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart. Just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. And I am just stunned at how well it did on the thruway. Big thank you to Hamburg Honda in Hamburg, New York. If you're interested, if you're in the area, even if you're across the country, because you guys can't get them every place. If you're interested in this motorcycle, please contact them for this bike. I'm very grateful that they allowed me to drive this bike, brand new. They prepped it for me, and I never put it in sport mode, nor am I. This bike is more than enough power in standard mode. Now she's shifting. This bike just needs to be ran. Let's get her into third again. Oh man, this bike needs to be run. That was the problem. Look at this, guys. There we go. They just need to be run a little bit when they're out of the crate. That's the problem. Maybe they should take them for a 20-mile ride from the factory, and that would break them in. Oh my gosh. Were you worried about the bike?
What was that?
Were you worried about the bike?
No.
How long was I gone for?
Oh shoot, I didn't even track it. I came out here to take a picture. That's all I remembered for you, Peter.
It's a little stiff going from second to third.
Okay.
It definitely, riding it helped tremendously. And I just got off the thruway with it, and it was much smoother. The engine's phenomenal.
Yeah?
It is phenomenal, yeah. I just wanted to give a sign. Can you just hit the throttle, just chirp it a little bit? Hopefully it'll be a great video. You want to grab some pictures?
Yeah, I'll get a couple pictures.
You want, Cam, why don't you use my camera